About a year ago, I uploaded this video as a debunk of expat Taffy's version of the moon landing hoax. To help you remember, it is this guy who makes more sense speaking like a dolphin than he does on normal speed.
Hi folks, only the brilliant expat Taffy.
His statement, if one photo is false, the whole NASA moon landing is false. In this video I threw this back at him with, if the origin of the moon hoax conspiracy is false, the whole conspiracy is bullshit. I am Ivy, and for those that didn't notice, yes I am animated by computer-generated imagery.
CGI.
Except for most channels that know me as I am, when I write in the comment section of whatever debunk video, there will be someone who accuses me to be a sock. I may be an anime character, I am not fake. I have been around on YouTube since 2014 and I have been guest on several other channels. I am just Ivy, nothing more, nothing less. My activities are mostly comedy and satire, but sometimes I stumble over idiots like flat earthers, anti-vaxxers, feminists, social justice warriors, just to name a few. Now I could add moon landing deniers to that list. And yes, I call them idiots, because they are. And many of them are also dangerous because of the nonsense they proclaim. Lots of them think they are intelligence incarnated. But most of them cannot even do a uniform acceleration calculation, or even the simplest basic middle school science. To hide this ignorance, they simply deny science and all natural laws, and make up their own sort of scientism. For the literary impaired, scientism means the practice of opinionating on subjects of which one has only superficial knowledge. Because of this, they all have one thing in common, their evidence sucks and what they present is made up or manipulated, quote mined with pictures that are purposely blurred and of such poor quality that I am surprised anyone even considers believing it. But to quote P.T. Barnum, there's a sucker born every minute. And this is even more true today than it was in the 19th century. This video is in particular about moon landing deniers, Apollo detectives or whatever dumb name they introduce themselves with. From now on I will simply call them deniers. Like the self-proclaimed, brilliant, expat Taffy claims, if you prove the Apollo 11 landing was fake, everything that follows is also fake. I like to go one step further. If the origin is fake, the whole moon hoax conspiracy also is fake, right? And I know this origin, and it is accurate up to the date it started. That date is June 2nd, of the year 1978. On that day was the American cinema release of the science fiction movie, Capricorn 1. In short, the plot of the movie goes as follows. When the first manned flight to Mars is deemed unsafe and scrubbed on the launch pad, anxious authorities must scramble to save face and retain their funding, and so an unthinkable plot to pretend a mission is hatched. The plan is to fake the Mars landing and keep the astronauts at a remote base until the mission is over, but then some investigative journalist starts to suspect something. I think you already feel where this is going. Beside the movie posters, there was also this TV commercial.
This is Capricorn Control. All systems are go.
They're looking for a reason to cancel the program.
What if man's greatest technological achievement never really happened?
We found out 2 months ago it won't work.
What if the most important event in recent history was a multi-billion-dollar fraud? What if someone found out? This is Capricorn 1, rated PG. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
It is quite safe to say, this made a few of P.T. Barnum's proverbial suckers think that Capricorn 1 was a whistleblower documentary. The majority of evidence the moon landing deniers finds its origins in this movie. In Capricorn 1, a movie director is hired to make it realistic, and the complete landing site is staged to make it look real on TV. In The Conspiracy, someone made up that Stanley Kubrick, of 2001 A Space Odyssey, must have been hired to stage and film the moonwalks. In Capricorn 1, the faked images shown to the public are terribly blurry, like the first, Primitive Life, TV broadcasts from the Apollo missions. In the conspiracy, the proof is blurred to make it look like as, according to the deniers, it in the 70s must have looked. In Capricorn 1, an investigative journalist Robert Caulfield, played by Elliot Gould, becomes the whistleblower. In the conspiracy, the brilliant expat Taffy replaced him by the whistleblower that created a flamingo head on Buzz Aldrin's foot, and the shadow of a crow carrying an armadillo in its claws, and there are many more of these imaginary clues. Well, I think you can predict the rest. This conspiracy theory was taken over by next generations of deniers, and Capricorn 1, the movie, got lost in history. The newcomers started to find, and this means fake, their own evidence, like this short clip where an Apollo capsule is pushed from a plane, according to the deniers, to fake the Apollo 11 splashdown. Here is the full clip that shows what these scammers conveniently left out.
Parachute drop tests are being conducted by the subsystem contractor Northrop Ventura at the Navy's El Centro, California test facility. A modified C-133 aircraft is used for the tests. The last of 12 Block 1 qualification drop tests was conducted in February 1966. Block 2 qualification testing is scheduled to start in mid-1966.
I think this has adequately proven that this whole moon landing hoax has been made up with this movie as origin. And if the origin is fake, the whole moon hoax based on this is fake, right? But I already predict that if there are comments, lots of them will say, Capricorn 1 was purposely made to expose the moon landings were all faked. To quote Mark Twain, never argue with stupid people, they will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. All these conspiracy theorists have this in common. They cannot debate without shouting, and throw insults at the opposition. And they are surprised that no one even wants to talk to them because of this? And when someone, in this case Kevin Kennedy, a very knowledgeable, space enthusiast and author of several novels, very politely asks expat Taffy for a discussion, he gets 57 insults, within 15 minutes of Taffy talking in return.
Hello, nutter. This idiot, oh, the nutcase is stupid, idiot, Mr. Brain Dead Kennedy, idiot, Mr. Brain Dead Kennedy, the idiots like you, what a bunch of morons, Mr. Brain Dead Kennedy, idiot, Brain Dead Kennedy, Mr. Deadhead Kennedy, Brain Dead Kennedy, Mr. Deadhead Kennedy, Mr. Brain Deadhead Kennedy, idiot, Brain Dead Kennedy, Mr. Brain Dead Kennedy, bloody arsehole in front, idiot, quite right, idiot, you can piss off, idiot, stupid, you stupid bloody moron, you stupid arsehole, dead right, idiot, you're not pretty, idiot, something wrong with that bloody dead wheel, well, idiot, it's hanging with the head of the white bloody coat, you stupid idiot, bloody arsehole warlord, idiot, what, arsehole, idiot, idiotic, stupid, fools, you idiots, idiot, you stupid idiot, no, idiot, the mentally insane arsehole, idiot, moron, idiot, Brain Dead Kennedy, idiot, nutter, mentally insane arsehole, Master, nutters, isn't it? It's always the same with you, moron, a mentally insane arsehole, Dead Brain Kennedy, I leave it in your hands, Mr. Dead Brain Kennedy, you are the most stupid, idiotic arsehole I've ever come across.
And that was followed by several more insult-filled reply videos. I hope that at least some of these deniers realized in what a dumb conspiracy theory they believe. If you liked this video, or even if you didn't, leave a comment below. I really look forward to reading how moon landing deniers will defend their delusion after this. Yes, this was in my old room. This one is much better, right? I hastily made this video as a setup for MC Toon's live stream, which I will link in this video. I already know Toon's opinion on the moon hoax.
Ivy, what can I say? It's all rubbish. That's a giant pile of stinking rubbish.
Well, this was it. Watch the stream. Go. What are you all waiting for? Christmas?